Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, I was super excited this morning. I woke up, told me that I had a package delivered, and it ended up being my Etsy order that I had placed for a 24-ounce Starbucks cup. I was so upset when I opened it. So, it came in an Amazon box, which, totally fine. You know, no, I don't care. Recycle boxes, that's fine. She wrapped it in brown paper. Again, totally fine, because it hides. She didn't take off her address label. She didn't take off this lithium ion sticker, nothing. Again, totally fine. I don't care if it's a recycled box, because sometimes I use recycled boxes. I don't care. She did also include the bubbles that came with her Amazon order. Now, mind you, these bubbles have writing on one side, nothing on the other, right? Well, when she put my cup in there, she had the writing on the cup. Yeah, she should have had it the other way so that there was no writing here if she was going to use bubbles with writing on them. But she didn't, and now I'm left with a cup that I am very unhappy with. It came with a straw, and she even included this cute little keychain that says, "Thank you so much for your order. I hope you love it," with a heart. And it's just a little keychain that she put my name on. Again, so happy with that. You know, she included a free keychain with my order and everything. But then we got to the actual cup, and I was so excited to get this cup, wash it up real quick, and use it for my coffee today. Can't do that. I am not physically able to do that until I know what's going to go on with Etsy. Whether I'm going to get a refund, whether I have to return it and get a new one, or return it for a refund. I have no idea. But I am so utterly frustrated with this cup. Can't even use it that well because there is a chip in it that just keeps getting worse by the second. Like, so this is the cup. You know, cute, right? Until you look closer, there's the writing from the bubbles all the way over here. All over my name. And over here. There's the chip that, like I said, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. And I haven't even really moved the cup. Right there's the chip. There's a shoddy looking cut cow spot there. There's more bubble writing on the Starbucks chick, and there's even some bubbling there where it's gonna crack and peel. And then there's a bunch of them that, like this here, this little out cut here, the bump out right here, that's not under epoxy. There's a couple of them that have it like that. This one here, I don't even know what happened with that. You know, it's all jagged and stuff. That's not under epoxy. Like, the bottom isn't even covered. They didn't even cover the bottom of it. So the bottom is just a straight emptiness. Like, it's how it was purchased. They put the Crystalac from the top to the bottom here. Again, there's that crack. That crack looks awful. Just overall not happy with the cup. I messaged the seller. I told her that, you know, I was so excited to go up and get the mail today because it showed that it was delivered. I got there and it's looks like this, like, Makes me so sad. And like, there's even some runs where there was too much in one spot and you could see that it was like tipped up or something and it like ran down. But I was so excited to get this today, and for what, you know? I'm gonna have to message her again and let her see that chip now, because like I said, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm not even doing anything with it, so. Honestly, I should have just bought a Starbucks cup like this myself, put the decals on it, and just left it how it was and not put any like epoxy or anything. Like you said, I outsourced it because she, in her listing, she said she used Crystalac. And what Crystalac is it's like epoxy, but it's non-toxic. And when you epoxy on plastic, it leaks into the cup, and then in turn leaks into your drink. It can cause some serious major health problems because you're essentially ingesting the toxins of resin, regardless of if the resin is cured or not. If you have constant, like I would be using this pretty much every day. If you have constant intake of the toxins of resin, that's gonna cause issues in your health. Yes, I work with resin, but I take proper precautions. I work in a well-ventilated area. I wear a respirator and goggles. I've started wearing an apron when I work with it. I wear gloves. I don't get it on my skin. If I do somehow manage to get it on my skin due to like a ripped glove or whatever, I immediately go in and scrub my hands with rubbing alcohol to remove the epoxy. And then I wash my hands with soap and water for like a good 5-10 minutes because that contact with your skin is not good. So I am very, very, very cautious when I use resin to not affect my health or anything. So like I said, I outsourced to someone who used Crystalac because Crystalac is non-toxic and can be used on the cup and not have to worry about it seeping in. The reason why I wanted a cup covered with the Crystalac is because I wanted to have that glossy finish like resin and epoxy does. And I also wanted it to help seal in the decals better so that prolonged use and washing of this cup, it would hold up even longer. And I wanted the cute little Starbucks logo because I do use the Starbucks mocha frappuccinos and everything. So now I'm just kind of left waiting until I get an answer from her on what our next steps will be. And I tried to open a dispute with Etsy, but I couldn't do that because the it wouldn't let me add pictures for some reason, and you have to add pictures of your like defective item and stuff that you know you don't want. So, but my main concern is like the chip and other bubbled up spots that have the potential to chip. Is what happens if I get water in that when I'm washing it? Like, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna affect everything else? Like, it was a newish shop. I think she only had 2 or 3 reviews, but they were all good reviews. 5 stars, saying that the cups turned out perfectly. They even had a few pictures. Overall, I'm just very, very, very unhappy with this. Our friend's coming out to the house. He's on his way. Tim's at work. But our friend's on his way to pick up an Xbox One, I believe. And also get this heater for him to use at his place. Don't know if their furnace quit or what. But he's on his way out now. So that's why I'm waiting out here. Waiting for him to get here so that I can go out there and, you know, help him move the heater and everything like that to his car. But I am so unhappy. Like, What would you guys do if you guys got this cup? Like I said, it turned out super cute, don't get me wrong. But then the writing that's like permanently stuck into the crystalline from the bubbles because of how she put them in. Like I said, if she had put them in with none of the writing here, all I would have had that I was unhappy about is the mainly just the chip, like the bumps in the crystalline where some of the vinyl decals are sticking out and the shoddy looking cutting of some of the spots. I could live with that. I would not be extremely happy and leave a 5-star review, but I wouldn't be upset and I wouldn't leave a 1-star. You know, I would leave maybe a 3 or a 4 just due to the unhappiness that I got and how often I wanted to use this cup. But as it sits right now, this would have to be a 1-star review because I'm so sad. But like I said, if she had just put it in the bubbles with the writing on the outside, that writing would not be stuck to the cup right now and causing issues. So this is why I don't use these bubbles. I pop these bubbles as soon as I get them, and I use my own bubble wrap because I go to Sam's Club, I get a huge roll for like 20 bucks, something like that. I don't even think it's that much. A huge, massive roll that lasts me at least 4 months. You know, depending on orders, it may last a little longer, it may last a little less, just depends on what the order is and how many things they got and how big of a box I have to use and how much bubble wrap I have to use. You know, obviously it varies. But